Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some more fun and economical crafting. Stay tuned. So for those of you who are watching this channel but you have not yet subscribed, we would love to have you join this awesome online crafting family. We do some amazing crafting. You will take your paper crafting skills to the next level. You will take your paper crafting skills to places you never thought possible. You will be a craft fair standout if that is your thing. And if you're looking for an awesome online crafting family to be a part of, a family that has fun, we fellowship daily, this is the family for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload my daily videos. Okay guys, so we are doing some more fun and economical Dollar Tree crafting. And we are going to make this awesome desktop, or you can put it in your purse, using a Dollar Tree 2021 calendar and then a notepad that I also got from the Dollar Tree. There were actually two in the set that I bought. And using those two items, we were able to make this wonderful and beautiful folder. So it's going to be very simple to make. So after the project, make sure you stick around because I threw in a little surprise treat. Okay guys, so what I'm using to make this project, I have a Dollar Tree 2021 calendar, and it's actually a desk calendar. So it'll sit up like a tent card, but we don't want that. So I am going to be making adjustments to it. And then I also have a beautiful notepad that has butterflies at the bottom. We are going to trim this off because we're going to use this on the flip side of this sweet little planner. So here's how we're going to do it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I need to take this apart. This has the coil binding in it. So all I'm doing is opening up each one of my coils, and then I'll be able to take this out. Now I'm not concerned about keeping this binding wire because once you take it apart, it's hard to get it back into its original shape. So all I'm going to do is remove it. And this we will toss. And now I have my months of the year. I'm going to set those to the side because the first thing that I want to do is I want to use my finger blade to come in and just remove this because we're actually going to keep the board and we're going to use it. So I am going to remove both pieces and separate it. Now if you want to keep this, you can. I'm not. I'm going to throw that away. And now I have these two boards. I am going to take these over to my cutter and remove this portion. And I'll be right back. All right guys, so once I cut off this portion, we basically have two 6x6 boards. So if you have 6x6 cardstock, or if you are mounting cereal boxes together, 6x6 twice is what you need. So then I have my calendars here, and now they don't fit. So I need to trim away some of the excess on the calendar so that it will fit, and I'll be right back. All right guys, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my calendar and I am trimming it down to 5 5/8. And that way it will fit nicely inside of my little jacket here. So I can put my scoreboard away. All right guys, so now that we have the book jacket separated, we need to cover it in decorative paper. And I have two pieces of 8x8, and I am going to go ahead and lay down a strip of 1/2 inch tape, lift that up, and join the two pieces together. So I'll take one piece, place it on top of the other, making sure that I'm covering that tape. Then I'll bring in my spatula and make sure that I have a nice good stick on this. So now I'm going to bring in my two boards that measure 6 by 6. Place those down. And we can start putting this together. I am not going to use a spine piece on this. If you want, you can add one, but I am just going to leave this plain in the middle. And now I'll bring in my finger blade and I am going to remove some of that excess paper here on the end. Go around this board, and basically I'm doing this to help minimize cracking. Now I can stand this up and wrap paper on all 4 sides. Then I'll come back with my finger blade and I'm just going to miter cut my ends. So then once I have my ends mitered, I am going to add tape to my board from the top to the bottom, and I will be right back. All right guys, so once we have our tape down, we can stand it up and go ahead and do the wraparound. So I'm starting in the middle where I've joined the 2 pieces, and I will just do a wraparound. I think I shook my camera. And then I'll wrap here and do my wraparound right here. Then I'll bring in my spatula, go around the edges to get everything nice and stuck. Then I'll use my spatula to go around the outside, rounding my edges to get that nice, crisp, professional look. So now we have this, and you can see how pretty that is on this side. So I have my liner piece, and my liner piece measures 5 3/4 by 12, and I am going to use my glue. You can use tape on this if you want, and you guys will see, and you guys will frequently see me go back and forth between tape or glue. For me, it all depends on whichever one is handy. So I am basically placing a good bead of glue on all 4 corners or 4 edges of this. Now I can take it and place it down just like that. And then I'll use my paper towel to make sure that I have a nice good stick on this. Then let's use the big old spatula to get everything nice and stuck and get that spine defined beautifully. So all I'm doing is taking my spatula, going into that spine, and giving it that straight line. And I'll do the same thing on this side. I'm going to make sure that I massage that paper into the glue, and then I'll do the spine. So I'm just driving the spine into the board, and that's what gives me that nice crisp crease just like that. And since I didn't add a spine to this, I can stand it up and just take my big old spatula and just smooth out that middle to create my spine. Now when I open this up, I'll have a place for the calendar right here, and then on this side I will have a place for the notepad. Okay guys, so to cut out our pad, what I did was I'm placing my ruler next to the pad and I'm making a mark at 5 1/4, and then I'll come over to this side and make that same mark at 5 1/4. So then I'm going to take my ruler, place it on my mark, and all I'll do is use my finger blade, use the ruler as my guide, and just cut through my layers. Now I have a large cutter that can cut through this for me, but if you don't, this is the way that you can custom cut your own pads. So once I remove that, I have a pad that's ready to be placed in the book. I am going to remove this piece because I made a short measurement here and I've got a mark there. So we're going to take that up. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to place it right there. And this is going to be yet another one and done for me. So I'm placing glue on the back. And I'll take it, going to place it down and get it centered. And now you can see just how cute that is. And I'll use my spatula to get this stuck down. And now we need to go ahead and put down the calendar. So the way that we're going to put down our calendar is we're going to take the calendar, stack it so that we have it nice and neat. So I am going to place mine down with a clip to hold it. Then I'm going to use my Crocodile Big Bite. And if you have the Big Bite, it has this awesome ruler here. And I am going to slide my ruler to 1. So that means that when I place my holes, they'll be consistent. So I am going to place a hole here and press down. So then I'll place a hole over here and press down. So you can see it went through the board as well as the papers. So now all I need to do is what we've been using for a couple of days, these awesome little snaps. And I am going to go with gold. So I'm getting the 2 gold heads. And then I want the 2 smallest snaps that are in here. So now that I have my snaps, very easy guys, I am going to take the snap prong part and put it through. And there it is on the back. And so now I'm going to take the snap head and snap it into place. And there you have it, guys. Isn't this gorgeous? We have this awesome little notebook that has a 2021 calendar on the inside. It is just perfect. We used our snaps, and most of this is from the Dollar Tree, so very economical to make. Okay, guys, I am sure that when I was cutting off the notepad, a lot of you were screaming, no, not the butterflies. Yeah, I did cut the butterflies off, but you know what? We are going to use our scraps and we are going to use them in this video and make a cute little tearaway notepad to go with the awesome little set that we have, because we are not wasting any of this project. So in order to do it, I am going to place some tape down on a board that measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So I am going to just place down some tape very quickly. And then I'll lift up my tape. I have some leftover scrap paper. We're going to use that to cover the base. So I am going to take this, place it down, trim off the excess. And we're not even going to score because this is such a small piece, we really don't have to worry about cracking. So now that I have folded over, we are going to just miter those edges. And then I am going to take some glue, place my glue on the 4 corners. And we're going to get this wrapped around just like this. Then I'll use my spatula to get that wraparound stuck down. And guys, when I was cutting this, I knew that I had cut that corner too short, but I am not even going to worry about it. I'm going to leave it as is. So now I will use my spatula to go around and get this prettied up. And then I have a scrap piece that I cut out at 2.5 by 4, and I'm just going to place some glue on the back of this and get it stuck. So now we have this sweet little platform that we are going to place this on. But before we do, I have a piece of chipboard that I have cut out as a backer piece. And that piece of chipboard measures 2 5/8 by 4. So what I'm going to do is take my clip and we are just going to create a tearaway pad. So I am going to place my glue on here, just like this. Then I'll take my hand and I'm going to spread that out. And then once that dries, we'll be able to place it down on this piece. All right, guys, so now that this is dry, all I'm going to do is take a little bit of glue, place it on the board, and we'll get it stuck to this piece. And now we have this. Once we get it stuck, we have this little desktop notepad. And that is how you don't waste any of the materials that you're working with. Let's make it a point to try to use up everything that we have. And I am going to bring in the notebook itself. So now you can see we have a calendar, a notepad, and a little desktop notepad itself. And this all started out as a Dollar Tree project and it evolved into this. So basically, we're making all of this again for under $5. In actuality, we probably made it all for about $3 to $4. So this is what we're able to do when we start with something that was meant for something else. We take it, we transform it into what we need for it to be. And in this case, I needed for it to be a 2020 calendar with an accompanying notepad to write on. Then I wanted to use my scraps, so I used my scraps to create this little desktop mini notepad. So guys, I hope that you have liked this very fun and quick project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.